We may finally be getting some clarity on just how severely Joe Biden, or whoever was pulling his strings, damaged American sovereignty. Now, DHS is rolling out a migrant database requiring anyone here illegally, over the age of 14 at least, to register and be fingerprinted. And of course, the left is howling.
It's a flawed, expensive, bureaucratic system that's really made to target rather than to protect. So this is just another smokescreen to say, be fearful that we're coming for you and be fearful of what's required for you to provide.
Joining me now, border czar Tom Homan. Tom, great to see you. Migrant registry. How will this be implemented, and what happens if an illegal does not comply?
Well, look, if everybody registers, we're going to be pretty busy, because I think there's over 20 million illegal aliens in this country, closer to 30. They've been talking about 12 million since 1995. And we know under Joe Biden, at least 8 million crossed the border and released, but add the 2 million gotaways, there's another 10 million. So there's well over 20 million. But if they don't comply, they can be charged with a crime and face penalties. And we will do that. You know, I was at the meeting today at the White House. You know, the U.S. Attorney's Office, 100%, every prosecution given by the Border Patrol, U.S. Attorney's Office, 100% acceptance. We're proposing consequences, and U.S. attorneys putting those consequences into use. If they don't obey the law, they're going to be prosecuted. This is a game changer, and this is going to drive illegal immigration even lower than the record numbers we're seeing right now. We're down 97% in 1 month. This is the most secure border we've ever seen, much more secure than the first Trump administration. A game changer.
And Tom, how many illegals, I know you've only been in there for 6 weeks, something like that, but how many illegals thus far have been deported?
Well, Border Patrol's had well over 20,000. They turned right around the border, closer to 30,000. ICE has about 26,000 arrested in the interior. That's more than double last year during the Biden administration. We need more. You know, I'm happy with the numbers, but we need more. We need a lot more, especially the criminals. Sanctuary cities are slowing us down, but we're going to work around sanctuary cities. We'll double the workforce in sanctuary cities. We'll increase the targeting in sanctuary cities. We'll send twice as many men and women officers to sanctuary cities. We'll do worksite enforcement operation expansions in sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities will get exactly what they don't want: more officers in their communities to arrest the bad guy.
Well, and your pal, the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, had some choice remarks about this entire endeavor. Watch.
Even mischaracterization of what immigrant communities represent and what cities who are welcoming to immigrant communities represent. I'm looking forward to having the chance to go to Washington and to speak the truth about Boston, about what we see here and what we know is real.
What is real and true about what's happening with illegals in Boston, Tom?
Well, look, she's looking forward to coming to D.C. I'm looking forward to going to Boston, which is going to be real soon, because we're going to go there. We're going to make that city much safer. You know, when I was at the CPAC the other day, what I said was a fact. I stopped counting at 9 sexual predators, rapists, most of them children, that are walking the streets of Massachusetts because they don't work with ICE and they don't honor detainers. 9. And that's just in recent history. So, you know, and how many times do these child rapists reoffend from the time they released them into jail and by the time we found them in the streets in the neighborhoods? We're going to go to Boston. We're going to make it safer. President Trump made a promise to the American people. We're going to make the community safer. We're going to decrease illegal alien crime to 0. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Boston can help her get the hell out of the way, because we're coming. She's not going to stop us. We're going to make Boston safer. Again, I can't overemphasize 9 child rapists that we took off the street. We made Massachusetts safer, not her.
Tom, as always, thank you so much for joining us.